Okay, y'all. So Malcolm-Jamal Warner, there's more information that's coming out. It's not really more information, but it's a matter of connecting the dots. Okay, y'all, connecting the dots. That is what's going on right now when it comes to his situation. And we are about to talk about it, y'all. Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. The reports that's coming out is still, letting you know, okay, y'all, that everything that I had put out, remember I put a video and I said that the word on the street was, his daughter was swimming with him, okay? And then I put another video. I told y'all word on the street is something else, okay? A lot of stuff is coming out and it's connecting the dots. And then I put another video out saying that word on the street is he was hit with a surfboard, okay, y'all? I want you to put those two things together. They wasn't out there by themselves, but people wanted to make it seem as if him and his daughter was out there by himself. There were people that were surfing out there. That was him and his daughter allegedly swimming out there. Remember they said that there was not even a lifeguard out there? Where word on the street is there was a lifeguard out there, okay, y'all? Basically a lifeguard in training or whatever, but he was a lifeguard, okay? They also saying that there were 2 doctors out there. So there were more people on the beach, okay, y'all? Word on the street, there were people on that beach, okay? I'm going to tell y'all this before I get started on what they're saying and how you got to kind of connect the dots together. I'm going to say this, y'all. I do a lot of research and look over stuff and this and that and this as well. People send me stuff and then I go digging, okay, y'all? And I just did a video talking about cults and stuff like that in Costa Rica and how that it's a lot of demonic stuff going on there, okay? And I want y'all to pay attention to this is the same place, y'all, where Nature Boy and his little occult was at as well, okay? I just want y'all to pay attention to this, okay? They were there too. It's a lot of, and people were coming to my comment section, and you don't know what you're talking about. It's a lot of, blacks in Costa Rica and this and that. Yeah, I know. And it's also a lot of Satanists in Costa Rica as well, okay, y'all? This is where Nature Boy got his life sentence from, okay? Costa Rica, okay, y'all? This is where this is basically a hub for rock bands. This is what I'm finding out now. And I went and did a little bit more digging on, I'm just saying, gematria. And other rock bands was popping up. Like rock bands is popping up in the gematria. And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all. I want to take y'all back a little bit. I'm going to take you all back just a little bit, okay? Because I want to talk about several things in this video. And one of the main things that I want to talk about in this video is, y'all, this was a hub for rock bands. That's important. And somebody just came in my comment section saying, oh, that was a gimmick about Ozzy. It was a gimmick. That's just a front for their image and this and that and that and this. Well, you can say the same thing for the rappers then. This is a front for their image that they are, hardcore and out here. It's still steering a lot of people that follow them in the wrong direction. I don't care what nobody say. You can say the same thing about Beyonce and Jay-Z, that they devil worship stuff is a gimmick. But is it? If you're willing to open yourself up to even put yourself out there as a gimmick for Satan, you're a Satanist. I don't care what nobody say. And if you don't like it, don't let the doorknob hit you on your way up out of this page. I'm just saying, okay, y'all? I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to say what I feel. Okay? Freedom of speech. And that's how I feel about the situation. If you don't think Ozzy is a Satanist, that's on you. But everything that man did was satanic. Who in the world has a concert and bite a bat head off at the concert, okay? That ain't a part of no gimmick. That's who he was. And he pushed an agenda that was bad for the communities And it is what it is. If you don't like it, don't let it hit you on your way up out. You can hit it and let it push you a little bit faster. I don't care. But bye if you don't like what I am saying. Seriously. Okay, y'all? Because there are other pages out here that you can listen to that supports, what you believe. So why are you on a page that don't? I'm just asking. Okay, y'all? Now, the more and more that I look up information about where he passed away at, the more and more that I am seeing that there, and somebody came in my comment section and said, this is not a racial thing. Him being in Costa Rica is not about race. It's not about this. Da, 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 da. The people that found him, Red Cross is supposed to be the ones that pronounced him gone and all of this other stuff. So much satanic stuff going on there. You don't know who was behind this man's passing. Okay? And what I'm starting to realize, my own self, this is my personal opinion, that there had to be a sacrifice for a demon leaving up out of here. Okay, y'all? My personal opinion. And I want y'all to think about Ozzy did a farewell concert on the 5th. I think it was the 5th of July before he even passed. The 5th or the 12th or something like that. He did some type of farewell concert, y'all. He was saying goodbye to his followers, his legion of demons. He was saying goodbye to them. When demons is about to lose somebody, okay? And especially somebody that's they put on a pedestal that's satanic as all outdoors. You don't think they want to offer up a sacrifice to the face? And usually when they want to offer up a sacrifice to the face, it's somebody with a pure heart, somebody that's good, got good intentions, that don't got no type of negativity about their lives. It's somebody that they want to offer. I'm just saying, that's godly. The word on the street. That's what I heard. It kind of levels the balance field for them. Okay, you're taking one of our demons, so we're going to take away one of your angels. Y'all don't find it ironic that so many posts were going up about, let me get to some of these comments, y'all. I want to get to some of these comments really, really quickly too. Let me go pull up this video, because this is why I love my subscribers. This is why I love them, y'all. Okay, let's get to I want to get to the comment section, because my comment section was lit, y'all. It was lit when I did the gematria on Theo. Okay, y'all, when I did the gematria, my subscribers showed up and showed out in the comment section. So we about to talk about some of these comments, because I'm telling y'all, this is the real right here. Okay, now due to the fact I got so many comments, I'm gonna talk about what they said just happened to him. Okay, y'all, I'm finna put it together. The two videos that I put up, one saying that he was hit with a surfboard, the other one saying that his daughter was swimming with him. The other, reports are coming out that his daughter watched him pass away, which is not true. Not true. She did not watch him pass away. How in the world can you watch your father pass away when you are clinging on to life yourself? You ain't seeing what's going on with him. She was saved before he was. Okay, y'all? She was saved before he was. How could she watch him and pass away? Okay, y'all? Unless they had got her back to shore, and then she sit back and watch everything go down as far as him. But by that time, I'm just saying, he was already under the water. She ain't seen nothing. She don't know what happened in that water. Okay, y'all? But this is the dramatic story that they want to tell. They want to make it so dramatic. Oh, his daughter watched him pass away. She ain't seen nothing. She was fighting for her life as well out in that water. Okay, y'all? Now let's talk. Let's set the scene first before we get to the comments. I was going to do the comments first. It's so many. So I am going to set the scene first. Let's set the scene. Oh my God, y'all got so many comments in this comment section. I hope I can get to the main ones. Okay? I should have marked them off. Okay? Now this is what they're telling us. Reports are coming out now that his wife was there. She was at the hotel. This is what I'm hearing. Him and his daughter, because at first they were saying he went solo by himself to go swimming. Now they're saying that him and his daughter went swimming together. Okay, y'all? Wait a minute, y'all. Gotta block somebody. Let me block somebody real quick. Somebody said, why are you hiding your face? What the F you hiding from? You can't be trusted? I mean, it's some straight up dummies out here. It's a shame that you have to keep going through this stupidity over and over and over again with some of these subscribers. Like, what the F is you on my page for? I don't see your face on your. I'm just saying, y'all, some of these people is so. Y'all. They so stupid it don't make sense, some of them. Lord have mercy. Y'all. Y'all. Now, what is this? Okay. All right. Let me get to it, y'all. Let's set the scene really, really quick. Okay, y'all? So, if it's true that him and his daughter went swimming, which doesn't make sense because I'm going to just tell y'all, be honest with y'all. Black people is different than other people. And black mothers are different than other mothers. Okay, y'all? If this was, I'm just saying, y'all, if this was a white couple, I would believe it more that he went out swimming with his daughter, blah, blah, blah. And there's, there's no concern whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Daddy can swim really good. And da, 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 da. A lot of, I'm not trying to put people down, but it's a known fact that, other races, a lot of them, especially whites, are daredevils. They like to, do really dangerous, things, climbing mountains, and all kind of stuff. They do all of this stuff. They're daredevils. And a lot of people, they are known to go out here and do stuff like this. Black people, it's not the same, okay? And I'm going to just be completely honest with you. If I'm going on vacation with my husband and my daughter, okay, y'all? And they're going out to this lake or beach or whatever you want to call it, okay? And there are surfers out there. I don't care if my husband, baby daddy, whatever can swim. I don't care if he's the best swimmer in the world. I'm still going to be concerned about my little one going out in that water. Okay, y'all? I'm going to be concerned about that. So I'm going to go out there too. I'm going to have my eyes on them. Do not take her out that far in the water. Don't this, don't that. I'm going to be on that. It's a reason why they have, pools that you got to end that, for people can stand up in, and you got to end that people that know how to swim, they can go down there and swim if they want to. Okay? It's a reason for that. And I'm going to just say this. I just find it ironic. And y'all let me know in the comment section. And not saying that, I'm not saying this because people like to turn your words around that white people don't care about their little ones like we do. No. They just open to let them, explore a lot of things that we be concerned about. Okay, y'all? It's the same thing when, in the scary movies, they portray them as they walk toward the danger when we walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? We go the other way when we hear when somebody got to run. We ain't gonna stand there and ask what you're running from. We gone too, especially depending on how they looking and acting. Whereas white people are depicted as, what happened? What's going on? Trying to stop the person from running and ask them why they running. Okay, y'all? And then the monster come and get both of them. It's a known fact that this is portrayed out here in this world. So it's not that I'm saying something that they don't care. They care about their little ones. It's just things that they are more inclined to do. We are not. Okay? When we as mothers take our little ones out to the beach and this and that, we are concerned about the water. If you can swim or not, we are concerned about it. I just said this the other day. I said, my son went to the beach and he grown. And I said, stay away from the deep end. It's a lot of people. That's all I said to him. It's a lot of people passing away from drowning this year. So be careful out here. Okay? He said, I am. Okay, y'all? I ain't going out there. That's what he said. I'm not going out there that far out there. You know what I'm saying? We have that sense to just we have those extra feelings that we just throw out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about a grown person, and he has a little one. How do you let your baby go out there? I'd be so concerned about why you want to go swimming where they're surfing at. I said the same thing. Why in the world would you take your little one that far out in the water? That's number one. And then why in the world would you, number two, take her out there where they surfing at too? Why would they even have people swimming where they surfing at? You know, it's so, that don't even mix, okay, y'all? It makes no sense to me. If they had another side where they surf at and then the other people were swimming at, it's a difference. But maybe that's how it was. I don't know. But I'm setting the scene right now on what they're putting out there. So people is coming forth now, witnesses and this and that and that is coming forward and saying stuff, okay? And I also want you to pay attention to the witness that's saying that he was hit by a surfer, okay? Now, word on the street is him and his daughter was in the water swimming. This is what I heard, okay? Him and his daughter was out there swimming. They were far out in the water, word on the street, okay, y'all? And that's how the tide pulled them on in there even farther. They wasn't close to where they, to land. They were out there in that water far, okay? Word on the street, they was not surfing, they were swimming. It's a different if they were surfing too. He was trying to teach her how to surf, and then you'd be like, okay, that's why the tide pulled them on out. You know what I'm saying? But they said they were out there swimming, so it is out there far in the water, okay, for the tide to even pull them out even farther, okay, y'all? Now, word on the street is there was a struggle in the water, and they said that two surfers that was out there mysteriously look over there and said, oh, they're, having trouble. So the surfers went to save them. This is what they're telling us now, okay, y'all? One surfer went for him and one surfer went for her. Now, word on the street is one surfer, when it reached, his daughter, Malcolm-Jamal's daughter, and they put her on the surf and brought her on in, okay? Word on the street is the other surfer that went to save him hit him with the surfboard. How do you go in and save somebody and they get hit with the surfboard? Okay, y'all? And they're saying this is when the surfboard flipped. Now, I don't know. I wasn't there, but this is what I'm hearing. This is when the surfboard flipped, allegedly, okay? And not only did the surfer fall in the water, too, and he started, allegedly, drowning, too. Okay, y'all? The word on the street, this is what they're saying, okay? He started drowning too. That went out there to help Theo, allegedly. Okay, y'all? Now, we got two people that's in the water. Now, word on the street is another person got in the water to go save them. Okay? Now, remember when they said that there was no lifeguard out there? Well, now a mysterious lifeguard then came forward. Now, and this lifeguard must have went out there to save the surfer first. Word on the street. He goes in to save the surfer. That clunk him upside the head, allegedly, with the surfboard. Okay? He's in more dire help than the guy is. Okay? But the guy, allegedly, they go out there, they get the surfer, and then the surfer pulls the safeguard pulls the surfer in. Okay? He is taken to the hospital. I guess this is the one 9-year-old, a 19-year-old surfer. I guess, y'all, this is who they're saying is in critical condition. Okay, y'all? Now, that goes back to get him, and it's too late. This is what I'm hearing. It's too late. Was it too late? We don't know. Did he pull him up on, did they save him, and then something happened? We don't know. Okay? But this is what we are hearing right now. All right? And they're saying that she watched the daddy. How could she watch the daddy? One guy then whacked him, and he's going down because he got allegedly hit in the head with the surfboard. Okay? He's going down in the water. She don't see nothing. She on her way back to shore. All she knows is they both in the water. Possibly if she's back to the shore by then. Okay, y'all? And they get working on her as well while this whole incident is going on in the water. Okay, y'all? There's no way that this is not something more than people are saying it is. There's no way it ain't. I'm just saying, y'all, the dates, the everything, the timing, the all that stuff, that 201 stuff, there's no way. I don't care what nobody say. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, y'all? Now, this is the story that they're telling us. They're saying that they bring Theo to shore, and when they bring him to shore, it was two doctors out there, and they start working on him. And they said that they were working on him for 45 minutes. There go another 9 right there, y'all. He passed away at 54. They worked on him for 45 minutes. Everything is 9 and the 9 and the 9 and the 9, 9, 9. Everything is 201, 201, 201, 201. It's so much numerology in this whole situation doesn't make any sense, y'all. Okay? And I'm going to stick to what I believe. And I believe that, my personal opinion, that he was a sacrifice for a demon going out. Okay? They wanted to take, we going to lose one of ours, y'all going to lose one of y'all's first. And that's how I feel about the situation. The deep connections with Costa Rica and rock bands is through the roof. Satanism is through the roof in Costa Rica. We don't know who those people was. Those surfers, we don't know if it was done purposely. What happened if because I wasn't there, and this is the rumor that's going around, so I'm gonna say allegedly, if he was hit with that surfboard, we don't know. The fact that they did the autopsy report so fast too, before they even sent him back or whatever was going on, they did their own autopsy report and put that out to the public that this and this and this and that. I would say wait till he come back, and when he comes back here, I hope they do another autopsy report. Okay. And I think that this is going to tell the story when they do another autopsy report, if it's not covered up. Because I'm going to tell y'all this, okay? And I'm about to get to some of these comments, which further makes me believe, what I had already said with the numbers. That, why in the world is Theo trending right before he passed? Trending around Halloween of last year. They were speaking about Jamal Warner. This year there were people that were talking about him more and more. They were showing more and more of his episodes and with him in there, and they favorite episode. He started trending before he passed, and I'm gonna tell y'all this is a pattern. Okay, before Michael Jackson passed, Michael Jackson was trending, y'all. He was trending. Before Michael Jackson passed, Beyonce she was on tour. In one of her shows, they were just her and her dancers were dressed just like Michael Jackson's jacket. They're red and black and white. Go look it up. How does she know? This is why I be telling y'all, the industry is so demonic. And there's a lot of people coming out talking about it. Just recently, Youngboy NBA just came out and said the industry is demonic. He even said he's demonic, okay? And he said he started singing, church songs while he was talking about this stuff. So you can tell that that demon stuff is riding on him too, okay, y'all? A lot of people is coming out talking about this stuff more and more and more and more, okay, y'all? If you think I'm lying, go look up right before Michael Jackson passed. Go look up Beyonce's tour. How in the world did Beyonce know that Michael Jackson was about to pass? And then now, it came out like last year that Michael Jackson had same security as the lead security of P. Diddy, y'all. And these days, running the same circle. I want y'all to pay attention to these things, okay? How did she know? And I'm going to tell y'all, Madonna almost passed away while Beyonce was on concert too. You remember, as soon as Beyonce went on concert, Madonna was found unresponsive. Madonna almost passed. You know what Beyonce's theme was? Strike a pose. Go look it up, y'all. She had all of those sweating skittlers up there striking the poses, doing the dances. She had so many sweating skittlers on the stage. People was like, what the world is going on with Beyonce? Got her daughter up there with all of them she-he's and women dressed like men dressed like women. It was just a whole little show. And it reminded me of Madonna's Strike a Pose. Okay, y'all? Everything that Beyonce was doing. And she did this, and it was all playing around the same time right before Madonna almost passed. And you remember when I did that video, I said that I think, Madonna is into all of that stuff too. She's into all that demonic stuff too. And for some reason, she pulled through. And I think Madonna knew. She knew after what happened that this was a sacrifice gone wrong. And I think she put some stuff in reverse, because ever since then, a lot of stuff been going wrong for Beyonce ever since then, y'all. A lot of stuff been going wrong. And this also makes me think this is why Beyonce's sister pulled out all her little crystals and all her little stuff to try to throw that mojo back, because she already know that some strong mojo came to Beyonce's way. Okay, y'all? And I think that came from a lot of karma, but I also believe that it came from Madonna. Okay, them trying to take her out while she was on concert. Why is it every time Beyonce goes on concert, big time celebrities pass away? All the time. Every single time. Just like I was telling y'all about him. The tributes is pouring in and they put Beyonce name first as if she was so close to this man. Why? Why? These demons are joined at the hip from different cities and states, just like mob ties, okay? Different cities and states have demons, okay? It's the reason why they were opening up these Satan clubs and after school programs for Satan classes, for kids to learn about Satan, okay, y'all? I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is worldwide. This is not just one place. These people are connected. Okay, y'all? So I'm just going to say this. I don't know if, the people that call themselves going to save him wasn't really going to save him. But it's suspect. It's so suspect, y'all. Everything is suspect. It doesn't make sense. And still and all, it just, they want to make it seem like it's one way. And I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on. But it's looking like it was another way. They're trying to make like, oh, we tried to save them, we this and that. But why is everything on point to the numbers? Everything. Even the 45 minutes. Oh, we worked on them for 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when they took them straight to the morgue. And then that's when they went and did their autopsy report right away. So they could put a statement out to clear up anything so anybody would not think some type of way. But why did they not tell us he passed away until the next day, y'all? That don't make no sense. And I'm going to tell y'all something else before I start letting y'all know about some of these comments that I was reading, okay? This also reminds me of Mo3's case. And I'm going to tell y'all why it reminds me of Mo3's case. Mo3 was taken out on an expressway in a horrific way in Dallas, Texas. Okay, y'all? And he spent the night at his the ski sister house. Okay, y'all? One of the ski sisters' house. He spent the night. Female that he was, one of his side chicks. Okay? Her son, allegedly. This is what they put out to the public. Her son is the reason that they took him downtown for questioning and everything. He's the reason why his daddy found out that Mo3 was at her house and this and that and this. All lies. All lies. They got a little one to go down there and lie. My personal opinion. Just so they can steer a narrative so that they can get the people off that really set him up, y'all. The whole thing was set up. Everything. People he was doing a movie with, all of that stuff. They was posting 11/11. How in the world do somebody that's an enemy of your friends pass away on 11/11 by coincidence, and you are posting up all the stuff that everybody's dreams gonna come true? Y'all, please tell me. Okay, y'all? Please tell me. And then this is the story that they wanted to steer because they didn't want it to get to the people that really was behind it. And now you're seeing that Yellow Beezy just got charged. You know what I'm saying? He is being accused of Mo3's passing. This stuff was planned and plotted out. And it had nothing to do with that little one. But that's the story they put out there. That's the lie that they wanted to tell. Okay, y'all? This reminds me of that. Because now they're saying, oh, his daughter, he was swimming with her, they saved her, and then she sit back and watched him pass. He was already under the water. He was gone. What did she watch? She was fighting for her life too, until they saved her and got her out the water. Okay? When they got her back to shore, they working on her. Whatever was done to her daddy, she didn't really see, y'all. She didn't see if somebody ran into him with a surfboard. She didn't see that. She didn't see nothing. She didn't see when they, got out there to him finally and got him out the water. She didn't see what was being done to him. It's a lot of weird stuff going on with the situation, but this is what the public is throwing out there to try to, get a hold of the story. This is my personal opinion. A lot of question marks all over the place. Okay, y'all. Now, one of my subscribers, I can't go to everybody. Okay, one of my subscribers. Okay, I can't find it. I can't find everything, but I know what they were talking about. One of my subscribers said that Theo was trending. Let me see, did I screenshot it, y'all? One of my subscribers said, did you know that Theo was trending right before he passed? Okay, y'all, let me go to it. Give me a second. Let me see, can I find it? Sometime I screenshot it and sometime. Okay, now I'm going to read this one real quick. This is Davrook 1, okay? They said, I'm in Cleveland, and the surf was up on Lake Erie Sunday. I took a IG picture of the surfers on Lake Erie and captioned it about how I almost broke my leg getting hit with a surfboard in Costa Rica. So somebody was saying how they almost broke their leg by getting hit with a surfboard. I don't understand why they're in the same waters. Why? Okay, y'all. If you have a wooden board and whip out of the water. Wait a minute. If you have a wooden board and wipe out, the water will launch your board like a projectile. This is what they're saying. It left a deep bone bruise and I was limping a few days. If it hit me in the head, I would have been unconscious and drowned. So this is what somebody put in my comment section. Is this how he passed? When they sent his body back to the United States, is there going to be a bruise on his head? Was they going to pretend like this where they went in his head for the, do autopsy reports and, do his body? Is they going to pretend like that? Is this going to be a cover up? I'm just asking y'all, okay? If he was hit on purpose in the head, I'm just saying, y'all, why the guy fell off and he started about to lose his life too. He's in critical condition as well. Was he really trying to save him or what? I'm just saying, y'all. Or was this an accident? I'm just asking. Let me see if I got some more comments. What? I thought I'd screenshot a lot of them, but I probably didn't. Okay, I probably did not screenshot all of them. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I'm just trying to memorize what some people were saying. Somebody said, I really want to find this comment. Oh my goodness. Okay, the main point was Theo was trending. They was like, it was unbelievable when they found out that what happened to Theo, because he was trending all of a sudden out the blue. He just started trending. They said they started seeing a lot of people wearing the shirts out the blue. And I told y'all this was coming up in the numbers about the shirt. And a couple months ago, they had this guy, he played a superhero role, okay? And he was out there all of a sudden talking about Theo out the blue. Like, why in the world do people start talking about celebrities out the blue and then that person pass away? Why is it that they start trending right before they pass? As if people knew about it. Okay, y'all? This is what a lot of people were saying in the comment section about this whole thing, y'all. And a lot of people don't believe in some of this stuff, the numbers and this and that and this. But so far, I haven't been wrong about a lot of stuff when I've done the numbers, y'all. I have not been wrong about it, okay? Somebody said, please stop. Think of the family. Everybody has to go one day. We know that. But when you go by these numbers like that, it seems like it's done purposely. Okay? And please stop coming to my comments telling me to please stop. Please leave my page. Okay? Please do that. All right? You don't have to listen. Because to be honest with y'all, some of his family members want answers. Word on the street. They're asking authorities to not jump to conclusions and say that this was his cause of passing, because they're trying to get a deeper investigation done on what happened to him. So they got questions too. Okay, y'all. His family ain't all just saying that, oh, this was an accident either. All right. So please stop coming to my comment section with the bull crap. I get so tired of just stupidity, y'all. I told y'all I block more people than I'm just saying. Okay. Let's keep going. Somebody says stop talking too much. Well, stop commenting too much. Leave the page. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Another one block. Same person. This other person. You are reaching or something hard. Something. You don't have anything to do but come on my comment section to talk stuff. Please go somewhere. Please, please. Okay. I'm trying to get to the. Somebody said you're sure right, goddess. I'm not no goddess, okay? Just Miss Lowdown. I do gematria as well. So somebody said they do it too. Okay, let's keep going. I'm trying to get to the trending stuff. Somebody said he passed away on Saturday. Somebody up under that comment said, so true. According to video, his mom talking on it saying this was a pool. She has private investigating going on. So they're saying that, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all, word on the street is Malcolm-Jamal Warner mother. I don't know if this is true or not, but they're saying that his mother has her own private investigation going on. Okay, and they're saying that he passed away in a pool, not at the water. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. I heard another story too that he wasn't at the beach, that he was near the beach, and then they still said he's at the beach. Okay, it's so many stories coming out that don't make sense. Let's keep it going. Somebody says new gematria expert. Yes, I don't know what that means. I ain't no expert, okay? But thank you for the compliment. Somebody says Miss Mimi Love 007 says, wow, that is my birthplace, New Jersey. I guess this is where Theo is born, in New Jersey City, New Jersey. Area code is 201, and they got crying emojis. That this is where he was born, in New Jersey. This is what they're saying, and that their area code is 201. Y'all, there go another coincidence. Okay, thank you for the comment. Somebody said this is just like Obama's chef that passed away of water. I told y'all when I did the Obama chef video, Scottish Rite was coming up as well. Okay, y'all. Somebody says holy shitika 201 with crying emojis. Yes, all this 201 don't make no sense. Somebody says miss you said y'all about 30 times in 5 minutes. It's my mouth. Y'all. If you don't like it, don't be on the page. You can go somewhere else. Okay. If you got that much time to count how many times I said y'all instead of get the point of what my video is about, you got issues, honey boo boo child. I'm just saying, you got the issues, not me. Okay. Numerology is witchcraft. This is what he said. You counted y'all 30 times, and numerology is witchcraft. Is it? How is numerology witchcraft, y'all? The only thing witchcraft about numerology is the people that live by Kabbalah. They line people passing ups to these numbers. But numbers only tell you about people. I'm just saying, if they're into this type of stuff, or people around them that affect them is into this type of stuff. Okay, y'all? Whatever. Okay, let's keep going. Somebody says, let me see. I'm trying to find. Remember Stephen Twitch Boss. Okay, that's another one. Somebody puts fishy. Somebody said they're trying to throw us off about what really happened. That's how I feel about this because the story didn't change so much. You done heard it in about different people, different areas. He was out there solo, then he was out there with his daughter. It's crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Another person said this reminds me of Obama's chef that passed away. Um. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Somebody says gold shirt equals gold casket. I don't know what that means. That means is he gonna have a gold casket? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That don't make sense, but okay. But maybe. Somebody says shaking my effing head. I knew it. True story. Somebody says. Ozzy Osbourne. They says Ozzy Osbourne passed away at 76. Oh, I think it's related. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Okay. Ozzy began 1976. Number two, it's what I can't understand. Number two is BBBQ Up in Smoke with new policies and laws. Okay, I don't understand what that is. Okay. Somebody said he had beef with Jay. I wouldn't know, y'all. But when you are positive, yeah, everybody that's positive probably have a beef with Jay. Let's see what else. I'm trying to get to what people say he was trending. Somebody says, get straight to the point. Some of y'all talk too much. Well, bad. Just leave. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to be on the page. Good God, there's some really people with some screws missing out here. Okay, let's keep going. They said gold and black symbolize the devil, just like red and black symbolize sacrifice, and black and white symbolize duality, and purple and Tiffany blue symbolize represents Venetian. Okay, y'all. So the gold and black, they're saying symbolize the devil. Okay, I keep telling y'all, and him passing away right before Ozzy, at a place where a lot of rock stars come to, and they even do rituals at the cemeteries. Okay, y'all. I told y'all about that. Now somebody says watch Malcolm and Eddie and do a mini follow up or in your next follow up. There's a lot of funny business. Okay, so we're gonna check out I'm gonna check out Malcolm and Eddie. They did an episode about Gordon Gartrell's shirt on the Cosby Show. Yes, that's what I'm telling y'all. And they're talking more about this shirt than they're talking about his passing. Okay. Somebody said, wow, the nines. Yeah, nines everywhere. 45 minutes to they worked on him. Everything. It's so demonic it don't make sense. They said, what are the odds that Costa also Rica has 9 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, it does. They count everything, y'all. Somebody said, okay, that's not, because they saying the daughter was with them. Yeah, somebody said the same thing. Don't, for Miss Lowdown, don't forget, he from Jersey, area code 201. Can you share which gematria calculator that you use? Thanks. Um, Gematria calculator. Google it. That's the same thing. What you just said is what I looked up. They says, hey, thank you. Kinfolk had a video also. Okay, I gotta go watch Call Me Kinfolks. This is who I learned from, y'all. Call Me Kinfolks. So go shout out to him. They saying he put a video too, so I'm gonna go check that out as well. He haven't been posting a lot like he used to. So I'm wondering what's going on with him. Doo-doo. Somebody said that he was sacred to the Feist because of his views about world bullcrap. Okay, y'all. Yeah. He spoke against a lot of stuff, y'all. Let's keep going. He was from Jersey, 201 area code. Everybody putting that in. Everybody talk about girl, leave Beyonce name out of here. Yeah, please get off my page. Please. Go somewhere. Now, somebody says, another thing that just came to mind, gold. We are moving into a golden age. That's what Donald Trump are saying. So maybe that shirt symbolized the golden age, whatever that means. Okay. Thanks for that comment. Okay. Something to think about. Okay, let me see what else. And what stuck to me is in his numbers, Paradise popped up, and he had just did a podcast with one of his members from the Cosby Show, and she was talking about go watch a show called Paradise. I was like, oh my god! And he goes and passed away in alleged paradise, y'all. Come on now. And then another thing that's going around on the internet right now too. I don't know if y'all ran across it, but right before he passes away, I don't know if it was right before he passed or whatever, whatever. But it looks, eerily close to, from his shaving of his face and stuff like that. It looks eerily that it could have been recent. But his daughter gave him a flower, and it's a video with his daughter giving him his flower, and he's showing the flower on his ear, saying that it was his daughter's birthday, and she gave him a flower. Okay. 171 equals 9. Yes, it does. You can call him Malcolm. I can call him what I want to call him. Theo, Malcolm, whatever I like. So if you don't like it, all you got to do is go somewhere else. The music industry said Beyonce was a witch. I don't know if true. Okay, that's your personal opinion. He and I share a birthday. Okay. Somebody says, I find that when you don't do ask the machine what the machine tells you, they take you out. All our black men are passing away, and the industry is taking them out. Was he a sacra to the Feist too? Okay. I'm trying to get to people saying that it's more to this. The numbers don't lie. Okay. I knew something was not right about this. So someone says, hello, I'm new to this channel. Welcome. Okay. And I'm totally lost on these numbers. What does this mean? And how did you come up with these numbers? I'm sorry for the ignorance. I'm really interested. That don't mean you're ignorant. The numbers is what it is. If you put your name in gematria, A means 1, B means 2, okay? And when you put certain things in there, certain things come up on there, okay, y'all? And this is how I came up with that. I am not making up anything. I just put numbers in a gematria calculator, and this is how it lines up, y'all. And this is how it lines up. And rock band stuff was coming up. Matter of fact, Lead Zimp something. I don't know. It's a rock band called Lead LED. I don't know, but they came up. Okay, and it made me think about Ozzy. Yeah, they're saying now they claim he was hit by a surfboard. Yes, they saying that too. I told you I posted it up. Could all of it be true? This is from different people that was on that beach that is putting out these posts. This is what they're saying. I told y'all the longer things go on, and it's just like what McCall said, paperwork party. He said, this is the first day. This is the first day and everything is off. He said what's going to happen some days after, I think he said 30 or whatever days later, what is going to be out then? So many different stories. It's just like Angie Stone. So many different turns in this situation. Okay, y'all? Somebody said, I always thought Anthony Mackie is odd. I've never liked him. Anthony Mackie was putting out those, he posted this up recently for Halloween, and he started talking about Theo. Okay? He started talking about him. Somebody said, immediately I saw 54 on the news. I knew he was taken out by the effing numbers. 5 plus 4 equal 9. Flip that 9 to 6. That's the first number, 6. Yeah. 45 minutes they worked on him. There's another 6. Everything was 6 to the 6 to the 6, 6. And then everything was 201, 201, 201. It was, ain't no way in the world this adds up like that. Okay, y'all? Ain't no way in the world. Who told him to go out there? Was he invited to go out there at 2 o'clock so that this could happen around that time? It just seemed like somebody was talking to him. Somebody could have possibly did something nice to him and invited him out. It ain't no telling, because he did a post talking about how grateful he was to that, and be nice to people and stuff like that. Did he meet somebody there when he got there and they was like, come out to the water and invited him to come swim or whatever at a certain time? You gotta question everything. And I'm glad, if it's true that his mother is, doing an investigation of her own. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is the word that's going around. I don't even know if his mother is still alive, but this is what they're saying. That the mother is conducting her own private investigation right now. Okay, y'all? Why did the wife stay in the room? If y'all on vacation, don't y'all supposed to be enjoying things together? That's the part that I don't understand. How do you go on vacation with your husband and your daughter? I'm just saying, y'all. And you back at the hotel chilling while he doing something else with the daughter. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's just like you at home and you staying in the house to cook or whatever. And he taking them. When you go on vacation, that's supposed to be what it was. You're supposed to all be out enjoying everything together. And none of this adds up, y'all. None of it. Somebody said, girl, you be on point. Wow. Yeah. Let's keep going. His family want answers. How is this disrespecting his family when they want answers too? They're puzzled about this as well, y'all. His mama. That's what they're saying. Somebody says, I'm going to be honest. Oh, wait a minute. Let me charge my phone, y'all. Somebody says, I'm going to be honest and tell you, I understand everything you're saying. It be so hard because nobody understands me. But, man, I agree. Okay, y'all? Let's keep going. Somebody said, this reminds me of Black Mamba. As soon as I heard about the crash, I thought, I wonder if he knows about Epstein. Yeah, y'all. You don't know what these celebrities know. If we hear stuff and we get information all over the place, okay? I get so many messages all the time. I can't even keep up with them, okay, y'all? If we get these messages about this stuff and bloggers is hearing about what's going on in the industry, what y'all think about other celebrities? They know what's going on out here, y'all. And Theo, he spoke about this stuff. Malcolm spoke about this stuff, okay? And he was against it. When somebody speak against these demons, they don't like it. Somebody says, hello, I will be a day one in the first time. So nice to meet you. I am all ears. Oh, thank you so very much. Betty Hall, y'all. R5N. Now, it says, yes, very fishy. Black people don't tend to swim in ocean currents. Shaking my head. That's what I said. 99th episode was a season finale. Okay? Some of the clothing carries occult curses. Handbags, perfumes, sneakers, drinks. Yes, y'all. That's why I be telling y'all, be careful what y'all buy and bring in y'all house. What about Whitney Houston is what Wendy Arnold says. Okay? What about Whitney Houston? You didn't say nothing about her. She passed away in water. It was a tub, but it was water, and a concert was going on at the time. I heard. Okay? That's another one that passed away in water. Y'all, a lot of people was talking about Wendy Houston as well. Wendy Houston didn't like to take baths. She liked to take showers. How did she end up face down in a tub? I talked about her a while back about the same situation, and it's still it that also seems like it's some type of ritual because she passed away while it was a concert, a party going on upstairs. Okay, he passes away right before Ozzy. Okay, and Ozzy does a concert before Theo passes away, and they got roots there in Costa Rica. I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying. I want to know about the autopsy report. Yes, I do too. And I don't want to know about the Costa Rica autopsy report. I want to know about the autopsy report here. Okay? And you got to be careful about autopsy reports here because I think he's in what did he say? Is he in Atlanta now? I'm not sure. But they got ties to coroners as well. These demons, okay? And look at all the autopsy reports that they got changed or thrown out or still pending. Okay, y'all? That's questionable. All right now? I talked about this as well with P. Diddy stuff and Kim Porter and all these other people that had passed away. And their autopsy report was put on hold or whatever, Kathy White, all that stuff. Somebody says when you tell one lie, you got to tell 20 more and keep going and going. Yes, you do. But the thing of it is you have to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. They say he was out there swimming with his daughter. Okay, if that's to be true and that's true what happened, that still doesn't make her watch what really happened to him. If she's fighting for her life and they're trying to get to her, she ain't seeing what they doing to her daddy. But they want to put to the public out that she watched her daddy pass. Okay, y'all, pulling at the tugs of hearts of people that care about this man. People act like when you talk about this that you don't care about the family or you don't care about them. Ain't no way. Y'all know I've been pushing for Mo3 for 5 years to get justice. And he finally starting to get some justice this year. Okay? When they charge Yellow Beezy. Okay, y'all? If we didn't care, a lot of people wouldn't do this. They would just say, oh, he passed away and gone about their business. But when you want answers and you're doing a little dig and you're trying to pay attention to everything that's coming out, that don't mean you don't care. That means you care. Okay? So that's for the people that got some screws missing, okay? Love the video. Thank you so much. What else? They said, sounds like Malcolm was crying out for help. That's what I got with him in that red room. It's the same thing with P. Diddy. Right before P. Diddy got arrested and all of those award shows and all that stuff that he got right before he got arrested. Y'all remember P. Diddy came out in that red room saying, y'all please pray for me. He was in a red room. He was scared that something was about to go down. And then all of a sudden he started going to these award shows, getting all these awards, and all of a sudden he got arrested. And all these charges started coming. Okay? He knew something was wrong. Theo was in that red room too. And he acted as if he knew something was wrong. He was saying he had gratitude, but he wasn't. He had did videos before. Malcolm-Jamal Warner did videos before saying he was thankful for things and this and that and this. And when he was talking about it, he was smiling. He was laughing and smiling, talking about he's grateful for his life and this and that and that. But right before he passed, he do another video in a red room saying he's grateful for things, but he's not smiling. He's looking like he's been crying. Someone right, y'all. Someone right. And I want y'all to pay attention to something else, okay? Theo ain't the first one. Matthew Perry passed away in water, and he was sending up the Batman signal before he passed. He was posting that up before he passes, if he knew he was about to be taken out, y'all. That's another person passed away in water. And there's another person that was putting up subliminal messages that didn't make sense, and he was like, what the heck was he trying to tell us? But what it all boiled down to is Matthew Perry knew that he was about to go. He was sending up, he was a big fan of Batman, but all before he passed, he started throwing up Batman signals. Like he was afraid for his life. Okay, y'all? How do you act as if you're scared, or are you trying to send out a signal for help, and then you take your daughter and go out into danger? If you're feeling like something ain't right and stuff like that, you're going to take extra precautions to stay away from situations. Not go full force out there in the middle of an ocean, y'all. It doesn't make sense what happened to this man, okay? Somebody said, Mocha Texas? Mocha, Texas? Hey, girl. I wonder if Bermuda came up for Bermuda shorts he could have been wearing. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder what he had on too. Because clothes is coming up in gematria. Okay, y'all? That the clothes got something to do with the connections of what happened to him. I'm getting into everything but everybody that was posting up that they were seeing that a lot of stuff was popping up, y'all. A lot of stuff was popping up. That there was something about to happen to him. A lot of people was sending me stuff saying that they hadn't seen nothing about Theo for years, y'all. For years, they wasn't hearing nothing about this man. And then all of a sudden, right before he passes, he starts trending. A lot of people was telling me this. A lot, y'all. A lot of people was telling me this. And I was like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's 900 and something comments on here. I can't even get to all the comments, y'all. Somebody said, I noticed that a week before he passed. Okay, here goes some of them right here. This is from Gemini Peach 81. Thank you so much. Okay. She says, I noticed a week before he passed, I was seeing a lot of videos on Facebook and TikTok and IG about the shirt episode. It suddenly was trending heavy last week before his passing. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Same thing with Michael Jackson. How did Michael Jackson start trending before he passed? Huh? How did Beyonce have Prince outfits, purple stuff ready right when Prince passed? And Prince had just signed a deal with Jay-Z. Okay, y'all? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me see. I gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about the trending stuff, okay? What is the number if you can break it down in main talking points? because I named the video, he passed away by the number. He passed away by gematria. That's the number. Gematria is the numbers, okay? He passed away by gematria. Add up, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. Add that up and put in his name. And it tells you a lot of stuff, okay? You can put birthdays in, stuff like that. It tells you a lot. A lot, y'all. Somebody says, the same, Radiant Wind says, the same thing happened with DMX. On Amazon, I was going to buy a shirt. When he first got sick, the shirt said, rest in peace, DMX. This was before he even passed. They had a shirt out saying, rest in peace, DMX. When he was pronounced, demised, at the end of that week, never forgot seeing that. Rest in peace, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. So this person is saying, yeah, they be knowing. They be knowing before they pass away. People be knowing. The industry be knowing when somebody finna pass away. This is why certain things pop out. Somebody said, I was just saying, what's her name? Seda Hunter 7604 says, I was saying I've been seeing him different clips of different stuff for like the past 2 weeks. I thought it was just me. So people said right before Malcolm-Jamal Warner passed, he was trending all over the place. Okay, y'all? And they said they thought it was just them, but they saying, wow, this is crazy. They saying this was crazy. Another person, Brother One, okay, said, Brother One says, I have been seeing a lot of clips of him the last few weeks. Look, how is all these different people saying the same thing, y'all? How's all these people saying the same exact thing? I have been seeing a lot of clips of him the last weeks. And on that last video, you can see it in his eyes that he was really worried about something. Even though he seemed happy, he wasn't like he was scared, like he knew his time was about to be up. What are they doing? Making a deal with the devil for success, and then he comes to collect on the agreement when they get a certain age. What is really going on? So, yeah, because Matthew Perry knew he was about to go. He knew. Somebody said it trends annually. No, baby. I've noticed this pattern. I have been studying this stuff for the last 5 years. And right before celebrities about to pass, all of a sudden, people are pushing stuff that got to do with them before they pass. I don't think that's annually. I think this is satanic, y'all. Okay? Somebody said, Missy 3408, Missy says, I said the same thing. How that shirt was popping up out of nowhere. And I think about celebrity was rocking one. And I think about a celebrity was rocking one. Yeah. All of a sudden, this shirt just started popping up. And then right after he passed, that's all they pushing is this shirt now. Every big episode, post that Rolling Stone is putting up is about the shirt. It's not about Theo. It's about the shirt. Somebody says, what shirt? The Gordon Guttrell shirt, okay? That Theo wore on the Cosby Show, that shirt, okay? Somebody says, Gina Horn 5248 says, okay, so I thought it was me, but I noticed that Theo was showing, Grio was showing all the episode about Theo. All of a sudden, they start showing every episode about Theo. Theo this, Theo that. Yeah. You start trending on certain, movies, certain, series. Anything that work that they have done, all of a sudden, they just pops back out all of a sudden. And you have to pay attention to that, okay? They said the guy from 8 Mile, that's the guy I was telling y'all about, had one on when he was on a talk show, I think earlier this year. No, that wasn't earlier this year. That was on Halloween. He had that shirt on. And not only did he have that shirt on, but he was talking about Theo. Y'all, why out the blue? And why for Halloween episode? Okay, y'all? So, brother one said, they sacrifice you to their god, the devil. And who was about to go out during this time? Ozzy. Who was in Ozzy's stomping grounds? Okay, y'all? Because Costa Rica is a rock band's stomping ground, y'all. Okay? A lot of Satanists do a lot of stuff in Costa Rica. People want to say, oh, it's just coincidence. No, 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 no. Okay? This man had just did a farewell tour. You get Theo to come there. Okay? Somebody that everybody puts on a pedestal. Everybody love. Don't got nothing negative coming out of his mouth. Nothing whatsoever. Okay? He's always about positive, positive, positive. I'm just saying, you think they won't let a good one go? Because they got a bad one finna go? You don't think that they sacrifice good for evil? They do. That's why a lot of little ones is always taken. Because of their innocence, y'all. Pay attention to this. Okay, what else? What else? Somebody says, Niceville111 says, I noticed it also. She said her 11-year-old was watching reruns over the weekend. I find it kind of strange that he was watching that show. It caught me off guard, and I was going to watch reruns of the Cosby Show. I felt it on the spirit to do so. See, people knew. They're saying they little one all of a sudden right before he passes away was that weekend. Did she say that weekend? Over the weekend. He passed away on the weekend. Over the weekend, they were showing that episode with him in that shirt. Y'all, you can't make this up. Somebody also said it was a rare alignment that was happening in the sky around his passing also. Venus crescent moon. Remember I was telling y'all about the crescent moon and Beyonce, the crescent stuff that's in her video. I forgot the name of the video, but she got a video with the candles and all of that stuff. And I'm telling you that had alignment with some kind of moon energy and stuff like that. Venus crescent moon and Pleiades, I don't know what that is, star cluster was in alignment on this date of 7/21. Okay. Let's go. Brown skin girl. A person cannot pass away without someone coming with this mess. Always got to be something. I'm just gonna block y'all. I don't even want to respond to stupidity. Okay, these are the people that you can't tell them anything. You can't tell them nothing. These are the same type of people that will go somewhere and they'll get sacrificed. They don't want to listen to anything you got to say. Ain't no way in the world that you pass away on the 201st day of the year at 2:01 p.m. and you don't think that's suspicious. I'm like Fred Sanford, you big dummy. Y'all. Great channel. I'm glad I found it. I've been saying this. Thank you so very much. I think I've made my point, y'all. A lot of people feel the same exact way that I feel about this whole situation. Ain't nowhere in the world. My personal opinion that these are coincidences. And you have to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, you think that you can't stage an event. You can stage any event if you want to. Satanists can stage an event if they want to. Just like Angie Stone, that whole situation was staged. Nothing made sense. All of these, everybody and she the only one passed away in a car. Come on now, y'all. Okay? She go on social media and say that her life is in danger. She go on a concert where, I'm just saying, y'all. She go, not a concert, but she goes to this ball, okay? And her numbers lined up with the same thing from that movie The Shining. The Shining is about a ball. Okay, y'all? You can't make this stuff up. I don't make it up. I put the numbers in and I let the chips fall where they may. And I just talk about it. Okay, y'all? And this has been happening time after time after time after time after time. Over and over and over again. So, either you believe it or you don't. I just find that ain't no way in the world that all of this is a coincidence. My personal opinion. Okay, y'all? But you can believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to steer your narratives. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm trying to open your eyes that something ain't right in the water. For real, for real. Okay, y'all? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about the video. Please like, share, subscribe if you like it. And if you want to support the channel, y'all know what to do. Okay, y'all? Anyway, I want to say this too, because somebody was sending me messages saying, I love your channel. I don't have money to, send you or this and that. You don't have to. I'm going to just say this. I appreciate you for watching. Okay, y'all? So, just know that. Okay? You hitting that like button means the world to me. Okay, y'all? So, anyway, y'all, please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.